Namaste. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. Excuse me. Welcome back to reflections on your tarot card of the year readings. In December 2022, I did readings for all of the tarot cards of the year, and through some information I received around the 777 portal, I decided to return to these readings to expand and reflect. And part of this process is one that I think it's really important that we revisit big readings and big spreads, because sometimes in the initial view, we don't have an opportunity to reflect fully. And so I am here. These are the same cards that were on the table in December, reflecting on this message. And the reading that I did in December is linked below in the description box. I will also draw an extra card for you. Okay? And for those of you that are popping in and haven't seen my face before, hello, I'm Sadhana. I am an intuitive reader and healer, and I'm here a lot on YouTube, lots of offerings on my channel. So be sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button if what I say resonates with you. Okay? All right, so here are your cards from last winter. And this is a reading for the Temperance card, if I didn't say that. And in the Margaret Peterson Tarot, this is called Mediatrix. The Chariot card lies underneath, as we are in a 7 year. And so there will be some influence of Chariot energy as well too in your reading, and also so many synchronicities. So Chariot, so we are in Cancer season now. When these readings are happening, they are also happening in the energy of a portal that feels deeply connected. And so I trust that these readings have perhaps even a bigger message beyond which I am sharing with you today. So welcome to all of you. Mediatrix, such a beautiful card in this deck. We see a human figure, light weaving between the light and the dark, in the cosmos, amongst the cosmos. This is such a gorgeous card of understanding and embracing our beauty and fullness, our role, the interweaving of all of our being in this universe, and understanding, I think, how we do make a difference here. Every little thing that we do affects so many, many others. The Mediatrix, the Temperance card, comes with some responsibility, I feel. And the more energy you put into practices with yourself, the more that this will be reflected out into the world. And I really like this card. I am reminded in many, many different decks of all kinds of practices that can help us find the harmony within. So in a way, if you look back to the Lover's card, this is a card of separation. We explore relationship and harmony and healing in another. And here everything, the focus turns to our complete self, one's complete self, and how can we continue this healing process and really honor the theme of temperance over the course of an entire year. You have some really special cards here. There's 2 aces in this reading as well as a 10. So I would say that this is really unfolding well for you, all the work that you have done. And if you did have a death year last year, I would say, good job on you, because for 2 aces and a 10 to show up would indicate that you have been invested in your practices, and it's really wonderful. I'd like to start with the Virgin of Guadalupe, which is the card from the Tulku Oracle that is in the top right corner. And these are words from Carla Rafaxo, who is the creator of the Tulku. The central image in the oracle card, a woman praying, is an image that emerged from burning embers as I gazed into the fire doing a vigil. She came to me indigenous, timeless, and born of flames. Fire is a primordial element, sacred to all peoples, and the bringer of light, heat, and life. The woman praying rises from the flames in much the same way that La Virgen de Guadalupe emerged from the earth at the sacred site of Tepeyac. And yet, this woman is inseparable from the fire, the eternal flame that reflects how human prayers are heard and received. Our prayers are answered when the Great Mother appears and bringing the fragrance of beauty of roses with the warmth of her light. She is the sacred feminine who gives birth to us, nurtures us, and forever holds us in her heart. The exchange between the Virgin of Guadalupe and the one who prays is ancient and life-sustaining. It is as primordial as fire itself and as essential as earth. This oracle invites you to show gratitude and engage with the grace in your life by making time and space to honor the mother. And in whatever form you know the mother, I think this is a beautiful intention. The way that we connect with the here and the now, all that is around us, is definitely a reflection of where we are in our lives. And then on the left side of the Mediatrix card is the Son of Flames. Who actively explores the element of fire. He is a drummer. He shares his passion. He helps to move energy. And I feel that perhaps at the center of this reading the answer to your question lies in birthing something through fire. What does that mean? That means being active in your spiritual practices. It means using fire in ceremony. It means being comfortable with that particular element. And yet the two aces that showed up in your reading are Ace of Coins and Ace of Cups, both of the receptive aces. And I feel that this energy of fire is activating those two receptive aces. We need the fire to stimulate. We need the fire to pollinate. Your card on the left from the Kantaji Oracle. Pollination is an action. It requires a strong masculine energy. Hi, Perry. Welcome. And this, through this action of the divine masculine, then something is built and created. And when I look at that central card for you, I feel your participation is essential to this process. Your participation is You know, sometimes when people are looking for a message, they're hoping that things will just happen and I can stand back and observe life. And that's not what I'm picking up on here at all. This is a path has been cleared for you. And now it is your time to rise up and to learn how to be the creator, the creatrix of your life, to co-create your life with spirit. This might require some sort of study. I am kind of taken. I'm looking at my screen, and I'm thinking of the feminine energy, the Earth Mother energy that is created here, and then looking across the table to this oracle. This is from the Enchanted Map Oracle, and this card is meant to highlight the Son of Flames. But I feel in multiple ways we're getting linked to messages here. This card on the far left makes me think of Shinto practices, or just pagan practices in general, where the spirit of a tree, the spirit of a rock, the spirit of a building is honored. All things are living beings. This is one way you honor the earth, one way you honor the Divine Mother, because all that is manifest is the Divine Mother. So perhaps part of your action, this process that I'm talking about, this doing, is in sacred practice in nature. And maybe you invite some friends to a sacred circle, or on your favorite path in the park, you initiate an altar, a place where people can leave sacred objects and stop and say a prayer. A place where people can, just for a moment, have a blessing of healing because you created something. This card is not called Creatrix, it's called Mediatrix. It's like you are a weaver. You are a weaver of light, of energy, of magic that builds something, that's beginning to build something for all that are around you. And I'm not sure that you are entirely clear what it is that you are about to create, but it is a healing experience. And so maybe that's why I was saying a course or something. If this is all new to you, there may be a mentor or a course that supports you on this journey, an opportunity to sign up for a workshop or something, because this feels like big work for you. Thank you, Perry, for these lovely words. So just take a big breath into that. The Son of Flames is the catalyst in this. The Son of Flames is the catalyst in the space of distance. He drums feeling out of the gut of people and makes them twitch, vibrate, shake, twirl, and dance. His language is easy to understand, straightforward, and direct. You feel things in your gut. This is an experience of learning to trust and feel with all of your senses. as you navigate your way through your day, pollinating things that are around you. I don't know if you are a bee or you are a fairy or I don't know, or a butterfly, but it's like you just flit around from place to place, leaving little bits of magic here and there. You help people to find the spirit in the place. You help people to see the spiritual in the mundane. And so you leave little oracles here or there, or you handwrite messages and you leave them in random places, or as I suggested, you create a sacred space in a public walkway. You bring a light. You bring a light to your community. You bring a light to all of those that are around you. Now, this journey. Can we talk about these two cards here? So this is Shaman of Sorrows and Ten of Feathers. This journey is a response to your personal need to heal. And if we think about where you have come, what you have come through, and if you had a death year last year, there may have been some painful releases that happened last year. And so here you are actively pollinating things as part of your healing experience. You've decided not to just sit back and watch life go by. You've decided to participate and to engage. I am the Shaman of Sorrows. I speak to you from a place of peace, hope, and transformation. I journey into the heart of pain and find ways to restore you to a state of balance. In which sorrows no longer hold sway in your life. I walk before you upon any path you choose to take, protecting you from the burdens of unhappiness. I show you how life turns again and again from one state to another, so that even sorrows know its contrary face, which is joy. Okay. As you begin to weave and practice and play, I think playing with this is also very important. These aces are about new beginnings. They are connected to page energy, lightness of heart, freshness. And so there is no sense of self, there's no editing here. We just be and we play and we live life almost as if we were a child. There's none of that adult ego that gets in the way. You allow life to bloom, and you trust that these little things that you do, no matter how small they are, will make a difference in people's lives. Any little random act of kindness, from taking some old furniture to a bus stop, to putting some tiny oracle cards in secret places where people might find them, to leaving flowers on someone's doorstep with no message and never letting them know who you are. And this is much more than being a secret Santa. It's a gift. It's a gift that you share. You share a gift of love. You share a gift of creation. The ace of love, the ace of manifestation. There's something here with your heart wide open. I suggested in December that there may be a feminine wound here that you are in the process of healing. And I don't think it's important to overanalyze that. This is simply a year of learning to play with energy. And I can also see you, I use the phrase light weaving. I don't know if you've ever seen that in action. It is done both with hand gestures, but also vocalization, raising the frequency through the power of your voice. You go into sort of a meditative state, and it's quite the process. It's used in ritual to shift the frequency of a room so that spirit can come through, and it's easier for us to hear messages and so forth. Doggy always drinking her water when I go live. It's funny. Life. So explore this, okay? Explore this. I'm going to shuffle from Tarot of the Strange Branches and see if we can get a message for this month ahead to help you understand this process of pollination. When I want to go back, I want to explore these two cards again, but I'm just going to do this because I said I was. This is a supporting card for the year with the Temperance card, Tarot card of the year as Temperance. The supporting card is intended to enrich and bring clarification for the journey ahead. For those of you identifying with this card, this may also speak to some Sagittarius signed people, whether Sag is your rising sign or your sun sign. This takes your ability to create and make change to a higher level. And not everyone will receive this frequency in the same way. Now look at this beautiful illustration here. This young face, which fits beautifully with the aces. It's like she's magic, weaving magic, planting seeds, co-creating with the universe, participating in creation. Sevens are connected to Venus, and that weaves us back to the Mother of Guadalupe, the goddess in general, who is here to provide the container that you are ready to pollinate. Okay. Sorrow. 10 of feathers, 10 of swords. Takes us to a place where we lie down Many of these decks, many tarot decks, somebody's lying down, sometimes on their front, sometimes on their back, in a place of surrender, in a place of letting go. I can no longer be of the delusion I am in control here. I choose to step more fully into a place of trust so that my work, my great work, has more meaning, so that I understand the messages and the connections, and that the seemingly random, amazing things that happen to me, I understand them better. 10, ace, ace. Pollination. So we're at this place of beginnings and endings where you become this co-creator. Hands, hands, heart. I suppose we should talk about the Ace of Coins. This is a card, if you want to take a screenshot, that I would wander into, to sit and look at this image. Different people see different things in this card. And there is a tremendous sort of similarity with energy in the two, both the Sun of Flames and the Ace of Coins. There's something going on there as well too. Are you wandering into a portal? Is this a doorknob? Are you about to put a key in and open the door? And you have a choice here. You always have a choice of what door you will open. You won't always know what's on the other side. And so that's why the letting go, the trust, is so very important. And if you look at this energy here, moving from 10 of Feathers to Ace of Cups, you're also awakening your heart. You're also opening your heart. I asked you in December if you had thought about I asked you if you had thought about the rainbow. And we see rainbows in many temperance cards. And if you'd thought about what the rainbow represents and how the rainbow is created. And then towards the end, I asked you about the fading of the rainbow and the disintegration of the rainbow. You know how we sit in awe of the beauty of the formation of the rainbow, and we love the sustaining energy of the rainbow? But I feel that part of your journey with temperance is also exploring the disintegration of the rainbow, the full process. So this is not just about making things happen, it's about getting really comfortable with allowing them to dissipate as well too. Some food for thought. I'd say this is especially with that Seven of Pentacles, there's no rushing any of this. And this is something that you feel in your heart space. And I can also feel my throat here. So perhaps light weaving would be a good practice for you. Something where you use your voice, I think, would really be a part of this. This blending, this honoring of the Divine Mother through earth-centric practices as part of your healing and your letting go of past pain and the need to control. Perry says, the beauty of the rainbow is in every drop of water, in the sunlight and the dewdrop. As you reflect on this reading and perhaps review your reading from December, which is linked down below, please come back and let me know how this sits with you and how your year is evolving, okay? And if you have further questions or you need support in your journey, please reach out. Take good care. Namaste. Thank you, Perry.